Good morning. Today is Thursday, May 17, 2018. And this time I did not wear the same sweater 2 days in a row. My hair's kind of bad though. Um, so, continuing on from what I was feeling yesterday about that sense of jealousy I was feeling about my coworkers, it really does cast quite a bit of doubt with me. And it's good to have it, even though it's this late in the year. I mean, we never truly end the school year clean. We never end it with like a clean message and a clean ending. But I'm thinking about what I'm going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the book. We're done with the book. We're done with studying the content that I've been given, and I'm going to go free form here. I'm going to do my own thing. And I'm going to pursue the things that I'm actually really passionate about. And one of my cases is, I'm really passionate about like fantasy novels and fantasy stories and kings and queens and all that stuff and magic and all that stuff. That's what I'm really passionate about. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be um, doing my best to put that out there to really just go with it. Today we're going to do some reading zone and stuff like that while I read. I'm going to be reading this thing called Firefly by Michael Chu, who is actually a writer from Overwatch. He's actually the one responsible for doing the stories of Overwatch, and he actually works for Blizzard, the game company. And here's the thing, I'm passionate about those things. Like, people can call me a Blizzard fanboy or whatever, but I've always loved the stories, and they're a big part of my childhood. Like, just thinking about how my coworkers, the only reasons a lot of my coworkers are so good with what they do is because they teach what they love. I'm not exactly in love with teaching stories out of the curriculum. The last one with the Yak Wowie Yak was probably my favorite, mainly because I love dealing with monsters. I love stories about monsters. But after that, it was kind of. So I'm finishing off this year by approaching it with my own sense of stuff that I love. In my case, I love video games. I grew up on them. My coworker who's going to be doing the this dream folder is she grew up around those things and always having a dream and making a change. That was never me. I was privileged with lots and lots of video games and good grades and the ability to write, all those things. I was able to read at I was reading at a high level by the time I was in middle school. So I had all those blessings, and I don't know. I know this is an ELD class, but I'm just going to go ahead and push forward. I'm going to just do this. Like, I don't care. I mean, I wanna teach them. I don't want to just sit here and wait for the end of the school year. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna study Compound Wars. We're gonna do some readings on today, and I think on Monday, or actually Tuesday, yeah, maybe Monday or Tuesday, we're gonna attack it. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see where it goes. I might start with just a short poem, just because students are going to be literally going in and out this week, and the next couple of weeks. There's going to be like students going on vacations, not vacations, field trips, or there's going to be the eighth grade graduation stuff. And I'm an ELD teacher. Honestly, most of my work is like done. Aside from one last test, like all the changes have been made. I've put all the placements. All it is right now is just review and freeform. So I'm going to be ending off the year with just stories about knights and poets and monsters. And I don't know, maybe I should do the Jabberwock poem from Alice in Wonderland. I always loved that poem. It's a good one. Maybe we could do it on Friday. Who knows? I'll print it out today. I don't know. The point is though, it's just like I'm not like I'm not the kind of my privilege has me never. Ironically enough, I've never really worried about my race. I've never really worried about my financial situation. I've never had to worry about those things. Instead, I've always had to, because of my parents, you know, um, we kind of fit in out here in the Bay Area. I'm Filipino, and there's a bunch of Filipinos out here, so we fit in. No big deal. I knew English. I did ELD, but I was only in there for like elementary school. My parents were very supportive, and I had to. And then like they were always stressed, like learn, educate, read, be smarter than your dad, stuff like that. So that's what I did. I set out to do, and as a result, I kind of got this passion for fantasy novels, and I was never into like the hip hop stuff or anything. I was just a huge nerd. I loved like the stories of knights and stuff. So I'm gonna try and do that, and I'm really going to do this Dungeons and Dragons thing. I think I'm really gonna approach it next. So next week we're gonna start with I guess Friday we'll do the Jabberwock poem. I don't know how to do it. I'll just look up like how other people do it, and then on next week we're going to. Oh man, and I feel like I might be really short on time, but I really want to do the short this Diablo 3 short story. It's so good. It's about the story of the wizard, the female wizard. So it's just got these great things. There's magic, and then with the school year ending, we can wrap it around the theme of moving forward, because the story ends with essentially the student and the teacher going at it with each other, literally like they're blasting fireballs and destroying like the teacher's office basically, and it's so cool. And the teacher is actually injured, and as a result he has to send out an assassin to try and kill her, and it's just like, whoa, this is crazy. And this is like one of those things like moving forward, it's just I mean, we could always ask, like, what kind of legacy would you want to leave? I don't know. The possibilities are endless. The execution is probably going to be the one that's going to caught me off guard the most, just because it's going to be a higher level text. I'm going to have to read it today, and then I'll probably have to pick specific things that we'll focus on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to really explicitly design this. We'll see. And what's interesting? I was doing some research on just how to. Okay, I'll admit it was only like maybe like 10 minutes of research, but I was doing some research on how people teach in this time period, and it's funny because I was just in teacher school like in 2012, 2013, but it feels like things have changed so quickly in this time frame that almost like not all of it, but like at least 20% of what I've learned has become outdated, right? Like it's asking about the Common Core standards, like pick the standards and then the media. Now it's like pick the media. Like the thing is, like you can't just focus on books anymore. You have to sometimes like pick a media that will stick. But yeah. I don't know. That's gonna be what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna really try to do something totally different. Yeah, I can see. Oh my gosh, this thing's already 8 minutes. Anyway, I'll just talk to you guys later because I gotta get some stuff ready. Kids will be here in like 12 minutes, so I wanna be all set. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.